and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good today. So in today's video I am going to talk about beginner starter makeup kit. Now all of this makeup I have chosen because of their amazing formulation, and I do have quite a variety of makeup. So if you are someone who's just starting out into makeup and you have no idea what products to get, you know what are some good formulations, and I always talk about affordable and good formulations in my channel here. So everything that today I will be discussing will be under rupees 500. Yes, everything is under 500, but the quality and the formulation of these products are top notch and they perform like high-end makeup. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, if you are someone who's new to this channel, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it here and I hope you like my content. If you want to see more from me, you can hit the subscribe button along with that the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get started. So anyway, let's first start with primer. Now I do have to tell you guys before starting that I am going to talk about, obviously there are going to be few Mars products. I feel like they have the best formulation. This is not a sponsored video, this is not nothing, you know. I have a code with Mars which is affiliate. Yes, I do earn a little commission when you shop from Mars. It's very little when you use my code, but it's up to you. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't want to use it, that's fine. I'm just suggesting you guys my recommendation. So anyway, I am going to suggest you guys 3 primers. Now you do not need all 3 primers at all. I am going to suggest you according to your preference. So this is the Mars Glow O'Clock primer. This is a very, I would say, gel based primer. Now everything I've talked about in today's video that I'm going to talk about, I have already used it on my channel here before. So I'm just saying that this Glow O'Clock primer is so good, especially for summers and especially if you have oily skin. This just makes your foundation stick in to your skin. This is a dupe of the ELF mint primer. ELF has a mint primer. I have already done a dupes video on that as well. I will leave it in the above card so you can go ahead and check it out. So yeah, this is exactly like that. This is like the Milk Hydra Grip Primer. It's very similar, you know, the consistency and the texture is very gel-like, and when you first apply it on the skin, it just like, it's a little bit sticky, but it grabs the foundation and it makes the foundation stay into place, and not only that, it just gives a very flawless look as well. So if you want a primer in order to make your makeup last longer, I would suggest you guys go for the Mars Glow O'Clock primer. So the second thing I'm going to suggest is for someone who has dry skin like me. I have been using it. As you can see, I have already finished half of it. I love it so much. Every time I sit down to use a primer, this is all I use. This is the primer that I actually used today on my face as well. This is a hydrating primer. It's just that, you know, it is going to give you ultra hydration. If you feel like your skin is dry, some foundation look kind of patchy on you because you have dry skin, I would suggest you guys use this primer and your foundation is just going to just look so good. It's going to be hydrated, your skin is going to be moisturized, and yeah, I really love this primer for ultimate hydration. This is the one I grab to all the time. I'm just grabbing this for hydration all the time. Even above my other primers, I'm grabbing this more and more. So the next primer I have is also from Mars. I just love the product so much, and especially since it's under 500, I can recommend you guys these products. So this is the Mars Take a Glow primer. Now this one, I would say it's like a glowy illuminating primer. The difference between this one and this one is that this Mars primer will be good for dry skin and if you want a hydrating primer. This one, it's not hydrating, it's just glowy. It is going to give you that luminous finish. It is going to be very illuminating type of a primer where your skin just glows, but it is not going to give you the hydration, you know. So this one is for glowy skin, this one is for the hydration, and this one is to make your makeup last longer and also look flawless. So it's up to you which primer you want to grab according to your preference. You can choose anyone. All of them are amazing. So the next product I have here is the Mars BB cream. I mean, I'm so sorry you guys, I'm just suggesting Mars makeup so much, but I actually love this BB cream so much. I love this BB cream more than the ELF CC cream. I love this BB cream. When you compare it with any other BB creams that I have, I love it so much. It does not matter if your skin is oily, if your skin is dry. I think everyone is going to love this. Now, if you are someone who is just into very minimal type of makeup, I think you definitely should try this one out because you are going to love it. You don't need a foundation also when you apply this. You just apply this and go out the door. If you're someone who's working working, you know, if you go to work and if you just need very minimal makeup, makeup that doesn't look like makeup, makeup that looks like skin, this is the one you should go for. And they have 5 different shades as well. I am in the shade 10, and this I have used a lot on my channel as well. I love the formulation. It looks like skin, it looks good on the skin, it doesn't look overly dewy, it doesn't look overly matte. It has a very skin-like finish, and that is why I love it so much. So the next product I have here is a foundation. Now, if you are someone who's looking for a foundation, you know, a little bit more coverage, because this doesn't have that much of coverage. It has more coverage than the, you know, than other BB creams, but still not that coverage like a foundation. So that is when I will suggest the Miss Clair Everyday Foundation. Now, I know that the Maybelline Fit Me foundation also comes under 500 rupees, and I know that everybody suggests that. So that is why I just wanted to suggest you guys this foundation, because this is my new favorite foundation. This is the foundation I have on my skin right now, and I absolutely love it. Every time I apply this foundation, I'm like, wow, why don't I apply this more, you know? So I really love it. This has good coverage. I would say medium coverage. It's up to you. You know, you can skip the BB cream also and use this foundation too. You can just apply a little bit and it can act like a BB cream. You can apply a little bit more. It can act like a full coverage foundation also. So it is very versatile. The finish of this foundation is very natural, which means that it's not too dewy. It's not too matte. So it's going to suit a very wide range of skin types, I would say. So that is why I really love it. Again, it says it's a natural weightless foundation, and I totally agree to that. It is definitely weightless. When I apply this, I don't even feel like I'm applying a foundation. I feel like I don't have anything on my skin, and still I get that coverage, and still you know, my skin looks like skin. So that is all I want in a foundation, and which is why I love this. This is a very underrated foundation. I think you guys should definitely check this one out. So now coming on to concealer, I have only one suggestion, because I feel like even if you are someone who likes minimal makeup, even if you are someone who likes you know, full coverage, you are going to love this concealer. This is the Swiss Beauty concealer. This is the liquid concealer, and I have 2 shades because I mixed both of them. I have the shade number 03 and number 01. So yeah, this actually retails for 150. You will get it around 200 on Amazon, and I absolutely love this. I am someone, I have dry under eyes. I have talked about like my dry under eyes so much on my channel here. So yeah, I have dry under eyes, and when I apply a concealer, I know immediately if I'm going to like it or not. This just looks so good. This looks flawless, you guys. This is such a good formulation, and I am so impressed because this is so affordable, and I like it more than Maybelline concealers. I like it more than my Wet n Wild concealer, more than sugar concealers, and yeah, I like it so much. And honestly, if you are someone again who has that minimal makeup preference, what you can do is apply just a tiny amount, just blend it out into your skin, and it's going to look flawless. It's not going to give you a full coverage look, and it's still going to look like skin, you know. And that is what I look into makeup. I want makeup to look like skin. Obviously, sometimes makeup can look like makeup. I'm just saying that it should have that skin-like finish, and this one has that. And I know that the shade range is not the best in this concealer, so definitely look for shade, you know, reference on Google, and I will swatch these shades as well before buying. But this concealer is so good. So after concealer, I am going to suggest you guys powders. Now, as for powders, I don't have the best, you know, collection of powders. So I'm just going to suggest you guys which ones I like. So if you want something that comes in a compact like this, I would suggest you guys go for the Fit Me one. It is very good. It looks like skin. It doesn't look like powder. It doesn't look cakey at all. I am in the shade 220. I just use this for my under eyes sometimes. It doesn't look powdery at all. I use it with my sponge, and this is the Mars sponge, by the way. You guys can get this also. It's exactly like a beauty blender. So anyway, yeah, I use this sponge and just tap it under my eyes sometimes. I don't use powders that often, but if I want something, I grab this one, and I really love it a lot. So the next powder recommendation, it is a loose powder. So if you are someone who's searching for a loose powder, or if you want that in your kit, you know, you can go for this Mars loose powder. Now, since I have dry skin, again, I have dry skin, and whenever I use a loose powder, it can be any loose powder. I even tried the Maybelline loose powder, and yeah, it looks good, but it doesn't look that good, you know, on my skin. Somehow I feel like it leaves a powdery finish. With this one, it doesn't. Yes, if I go overboard, obviously every powder is going to look powdery, but when I use this, I use a very little amount, and it just looks good. When I feel like I am going to I'm going to sweat a lot, I'm going out, and I really want my makeup to stay in place, This is the one I use in this area right here around my mouth. This is where I sweat a lot, and I feel like my makeup definitely stays in place, doesn't look powdery, and that is why I would suggest you guys this one if you are looking for a loose powder, and for a compact, the Maybelline Fit Me. Now coming on to bronzers, I have 3 recommendations. Now it's actually because of your skin tone. So if you have a very light skin tone, like light and fair skin tone, I would suggest you guys go for the Nykaa. Actually, this is the compact powder, matte compact powder. You can go for the shade 08 or 07 depending on your skin tone. I have the shade 08 here, and I feel like yes, it does suit my skin as well, but sometimes when I'm too tan, it doesn't suit my skin that well. So I just think that the formulation is so good as a bronzer. It doesn't have that much of pigment to it, but it looks so good when you blend this out, and it right off the bat, it's not too pigmented, so you have your time to blend this into your skin. It looks very natural. It gives a little bit of the chiseled look also, like you know, the supermodel chisel look. It has that undertone to it. It is a very neutral type of a bronzer, and I think that a lot of fair skin tone are going to love this, because a lot of fair skin tone, what happens is that when you use a warm tone bronzer, it can look a little orange. So I think so having a neutral bronzer like this in your collection, you're going to love it. So for medium skin tones like me, I am going to suggest you guys this Coloressence Bronzer. Now first of all, I want to tell you guys, I am in the shade 230 in Maybelline Fit Me. So yeah, this bronzer is so good. Ever since I got this bronzer, I'm not going back to any of my other bronzers at all. So this is the bronzer you see right here, the the warm tone bronzer. This is the bronzer, and I would suggest you guys to use this as a transitional eyeshadow too. It looks so good. The only thing is that it's a little bit too pigmented, so when you dip your brush, just tap it in and then put this all over your cheekbones. It's just so good. It is going to give you that very sun-tanned look, which medium skin tones like, which looks so good in medium skin tones. So that is why I love it. I'm not, I'm not stopping myself from using this. I cannot stop myself from using this. That's the correct line. So yeah. And the last shade of bronzer is actually for my dusky skin tone beauties. So I really love this one a lot as well, but sometimes it can look a little bit dark on me. So if you are someone who has dusky skin tone and you cannot find a good bronzer, I do think you're going to like this. The undertone of this, yes, it looks a little reddish type of, but when you use this, I feel like it just looks so good. It has that neutral type of undertone. It doesn't look red, it doesn't look orange as well. So yeah, and this one is only for 99 rupees. So that's really like a win-win situation, I feel like, because a lot of bronzer we get in India here doesn't carry skin tones, doesn't carry shades for dusky skin beauties. So I feel like this one would suit a lot of darker skin tone people. So for blush, now I have 2 recommendations here. So I have a cream recommendation and I have a powder recommendation. Also, if you really want to get some cream blushes, you can go ahead and watch my cream blush video. There you'll get an overall idea which blush is going to suit your skin type. But overall, I'm just saying that this cream blush from AAliyah Cosmetics, I cannot stop using it. It is so good, especially because it is under rupees 200. I mean, it is rupees 200. It's not under rupees 200. It is rupees 200, and I have 2 shades here. I have the shade Burnt Rose and I have the shade Tinted Mocha. I love both these shades equally. Before, I used to use Tinted Mocha all the time, and now I'm using Burnt Rose. I know this one looks mauvey, but what happens is that when you apply this on your cheeks, it just turns into this amazing warm tone shade. And here is the shade Burnt Rose. I absolutely love both of them. You can use this as your lip tints as well, but I just love to use this as blushes. Again, if you have dry skin, if you feel like you need that very beautiful glow in your skin, you're going to love these blushes. But if you have oily skin, I have a powder blush recommendation. I think it's a very old recommendation. I feel like this is the Wet n Wild blush in the shade Mallow Wine. You can go for any shade that you want. I feel like this is a staple in my collection. I have been using this for years and years, and I absolutely love the formulation. This is the blush that I have going on. As you can see, I actually have no highlighter. This is my sweat. I'm not even lying. I'm sweating so much. So anyway, I really love this formulation. It is a very good formulation. It doesn't have that much of shimmers to it. I don't want to suggest you guys a shimmery blush, especially if you are a beginner, because sometimes it can enhance your texture. It depends on your skin type, what type of skin you have, and then shimmery blushes look good. So that is why I'm suggesting you guys a matte blush, and I feel like this one is so good. So the next product I have category I have here is highlighter, and I have two highlighter recommendation here. This is the Voste highlighter in the shade 02. This is a cream highlighter, and this one is for people who want to have that very minimal look and you just want something to look like skin, to give you a little bit of dew but not too much. You don't want to go overboard, so this is just the perfect highlighter for you. I don't want to sound like a broken record because I have been talking about this highlighter non-stop on my channel here. I absolutely love it. If you are a beginner and you just want that very natural, no makeup look, pick this one up. So as for powder highlighter recommendation, I would suggest you guys go for the Miss Strobe. This is the powder highlighter. Now this is in the shade, I don't know the shade, I will leave it down below. I really love this a lot as well, but it is something that I don't use it that much because I don't use powder highlighters that much. But if I really want to take my highlighter to the next level, and if I am not in a mood to use a cream highlighter, this is what I grab, and I feel like it looks very natural. Being a powder highlighter, it definitely looks natural. It gives you a little bit of that intense glow. It's not too intense, by the way, where it's going to look unnatural. It's not like that. It's going to give you a natural glow, but it is, you know, it is a little bit intense. Not that much, a little bit. So now coming on to brows, I'm just going to quickly go through the video because I'm just blabbering throughout the video. So this is the palette I would suggest. This is the Mars Brow Palette. First of all, it is a very versatile palette. It comes in with you know, kajal type of a thing. Actually, it's for your brows, but I use it as a kajal. I already lost the kajal thing. So anyway, it comes with these 3 powders and it comes with a pomade as well. You can use this as your liquid liner. Sorry, not liquid liner. You can use this as a cream liner. You can use these as eyeshadows too. So, and you can use this on your brows as well. So this is the product I have on my brows. I have the black one on my brows here. So I feel like, again, a very versatile palette. If you have this, you don't need to have another neutral type of eyeshadow palette. Also, I feel like you can just use this shade on your crease and just go out the door. If you are into that minimal makeup thing, if you're into that one done kind of a thing, you can use this, go out the door, and you can use this to highlight your brow bone. You can use this to highlight your inner corners, and that's it. So I feel like as an eyeshadow, as an eyebrow thing, as even an eyeliner, I think that you're going to love this. So the next product here is eyeshadow, and I'm going to suggest you 2 eyeshadows, and both are from Mars. So anyway, this is the palette that I'm going to suggest you guys. This is the neutral, yeah, smoke it up palette. If you have this palette, honestly, you don't need any other palette. Especially if you are a beginner, if you're just starting out, you need this palette. This is so good. Yes, this is pigmented. It blends so well. You don't have to give that much of effort to your eye look in order for it to look good. So that is why I love these shadows so much. They are very good. I have talked about this again, time and again on my channel here. So I'm not going to talk a lot. Yeah, I really love this. I think a lot of beginners would love this palette. So as for eyes, this is the shadow that I have on my eyes. I'm just going to show you guys how beautiful my eyes look. Like, can you see? It looks so glossy. This is the Mars liquid shadows, and I have the shade 04 on my lids, and I have the shade 03 also here. I love this so much. This just looks so glossy. As you can see here, I have not used any other eye palette at all. I have just used this on my whole lids, and that's it. So you can totally see how amazing this shadow is. Actually, let me just, yeah. So you can totally see how amazing these shadows are, and you don't need to go in with another 10 different eyeshadows to make your eyeshadows look good. You can just go in with one of these shades, put it all over your lids, and go out the door. This is the easiest glam makeup that you can do. Within 2 seconds, your eyeshadow is just going to look so good. So I would suggest you guys definitely check this one out. It looks so good. I honestly, every time I wear this, you guys were asking me in a video what eyeshadow I had on because my eyeshadow looks so glossy. This was the one I had, and I love it so much. Okay, now coming on to mascara. I actually love the Maybelline Falsies mascara. I don't know where I kept it, so I'll just pop a picture here. I just don't know where it is, where it went. I love the Mars mascara also that I keep on talking about, but the Maybelline Falsies, it is it for me. I am just going back, you know, to the Maybelline Falsies, and even though I wear lashes all the time, like not all the time, but mostly I wear lashes, which I'm going to talk about. But yeah, mostly I wear lashes, but I still love that mascara so much. It looks so good on my lashes, and I would suggest you guys get that on sale. I mean, if it's on sale, it's like around 450-ish rupees. I know it's a little, you know, higher than 500, the MRP, but you can always get that on off. So that's why I'm suggesting you guys go for that mascara if you really want your lashes to look very good. And if you don't wear falsies, I think so you definitely should go for that mascara. So I'm quickly going to suggest you guys a liquid liner. I know I haven't suggested you guys a liquid liner, so my suggestion is the Mars liquid liner. And oh my god, I have talked about so much of Mars makeup. I honestly feel guilty, but I love this so much, you guys. I mean, if you are searching for a good liner, doesn't matter you are a beginner, not a beginner, you're going to love this. I have been doing my makeup for so long. I have used so many different liners, and I'm someone, I don't like to do liners that much because it takes a lot of time, you know, and effort to do a liner. And I love this. It is so inexpensive. It is jet black. It is matte. First of all, it is matte. I love liners that have that matte finish. I don't like liners that leave a glossy finish. I really hate that. So it's a matte finish. It is waterproof. It is very easy to use because it has this pen tip, and I don't know what else to ask, you know, because it is under rupees 300. Yeah, this is under 300, and I just think that it is one of the best liners I have used. More better than Maybelline one, more better than the L'Oreal one as well. Now coming on to eyelashes, I am obviously going to suggest you guys this eyelash. Actually, I'm going to pop a picture for you guys so that you can see the actual picture. I finished all the lashes that comes in here. What I do is, you can see that I cut the half of the lashes and I put that half right here. So I actually have falsies going on. These are not my natural lashes, and I know they look super natural. That is because of this trick that I do. I cut them in half, put the half side only on the outer corners, and it gives a very, you know, more like a it enhances my lashes, but it makes people wonder that I'm wearing lashes or not, and that's the trick you should go for. So for that trick, these are amazing lashes because it doesn't have, you know, the dramatic flair to it. It looks so good. It blends in with my own natural lashes so well, so that is why I love it. And I'm going to suggest you guys a lash glue too, which I have been loving a lot recently. So this is the Europe Girl Eyelash Glue. Amazing. You guys should definitely, you know, if you are wanting to try out lashes that look natural and along with that glue, both of these combined, amazing. So quickly, I'm going to suggest you guys some lip liners and lipsticks, and then we can end this video. So anyway, for lip liner, I am suggesting you guys try the Incolor lip liners. I think they are amazing. For the, you know, the formulation is very good. For the price, it's only 50 rupees, so amazing for 50 rupees liner. Very pigmented, glides on very easily, and I just don't know what else to talk about a lip liner. Amazing quality, definitely should check it out. They have very good nude shades, they have very good pink shades, red shades, anything that you want, you know, you can get it from this liner. So for lipstick, for a bullet lipstick which is matte, I'm going to suggest you guys the butter lipstick. Now I had actually two shades of it. I don't know again where I kept one shade, so I'm just holding one shade right here, and this is the shade Everyday Nude. I have used this lipstick so much. These lipsticks are so good in formulation. Now I'll tell you the formulation about this lipstick. When you first apply it, it feels very matte, very creamy. And once it sets down after like 2 minutes, so you have the time to apply this lipstick on your lips. Once it sets, you don't feel there is anything on your lips. Being a matte lipstick, it's completely matte by the way. Being a matte lipstick, it has one of the best formulations, I would say. Again, under rupees 300, you guys definitely should check it out. So for liquid lipstick, again, if you are someone who loves liquid lipstick, you know, you don't want to have a bullet lipstick, I'm giving you the choice of a liquid lipstick here, and this is the Lakme Liquid Lip Color. I feel like this liquid lipstick is so good, very underrated. I don't know why people don't talk about this lipstick. I really love it. This is the actually lipstick I have on. This is the shade Nude Twist, and a lot of you guys always ask me what's going on my lips. Most of the time I use this lip shade, and it is such a good lip color. And not only that, I really love this formulation too. It is very thin. It is not like other liquid lipstick that is going to make your lips very crusty. It's not going to do that. I have dry lips, I have dry skin, dry hair, everything. My whole body is dry and dehydrated, I feel like. But anyway, this never makes my lips look bad in any way. Really love this a lot. Now, so the next product I have here is a lip gloss, and I have talked about this lip gloss so much on my channel. I absolutely love this lip gloss so much. It is one of my favorite lip glosses, and the formulation, I have the shade Nice and Nude by the way. The formulation is so good, you guys. It's like putting a lip balm on, but with a high shine and with a little bit of a tint to it. So this has a little bit color to it. It's not totally pigmented. You have to apply something underneath your lips. If your lips are like, you know, pigmented, you cannot do the coverage thing with this lip gloss. You have to apply a lip liner and then put this lip gloss on, and it just looks so good. So I really love this lip gloss a lot. So with that, I finished everything. You know, I finished talking about like 100 different products. So let me know if you guys have any, any questions about anything. I am really happy to answer them all, and I love you guys a lot. I know this video was long. I tried to speed it up. I know this video was really long. I hope I don't get hate for that, but I just had to talk about so many different products, formulations. So yeah, I'm really sorry if this video was long. So anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video, and if you like the vibe, if you like my content, you can hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and also you can see a lot. This face is going to pop up on your feed like every 2 days, so yeah, be ready for that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.